Rigathi Gachagua is set to head to Emurua Dikirr for a Thanksgiving, whereby Vincent Rotich, who was the DCP candidate, got around 40% of the votes in the concluded Emurua Dikirr by-election, whereby the late Ngeno was killed in a aeroplane accident. So vitisho zimekuwa mingi.
Niko na maneno mawili ya Gachagua. Nasikia Gachagua amepanga, anasema anakuja Emurua Dikirr on Friday 21st. Gachagua, nataka nikueleze na usikie vizuri sana kutoka kwangu. Hapa Emurua Dikirr, usifikirie wewe na watu wenye walikuja kwako kuimba disco na kuongea vitu yenye hatuelewi. Wewe na akili yako ndogo uliona hawa ukafikiria watu wenye wako kwa ground wanafanana na hao. Sisi ni watu tofauti, na ukitaka kujua jaribu ulete hiyo maneno yako ya ukabila on Friday. Gachagua, nataka nikwambie, stop dragging our leaders into your petty politics. Wacha kuleta siasa yako ya ukabila kuweka viongozi wetu na unasema sijui huyu amepanga hii na amepanga hii. Gachagua, what I can assure you, kama unajiamini vizuri, kuja hiyo Friday 21st ukanyaga hiyo Emurua Dikirr, uone utawacha hiyo suruali yako kubwa na utoroke hapa.
That DCP and Rigathi Gachagua should not step in Emurua Dikirr. So as it was in Homa Bay, as it was with Wanga Kaluma, people of Emurua Dikirr allied to the president are saying that Gachagua hafai kwenda huko. And this is one of the ways whereby leaders wameona watu kwa ground wants change. So the easiest way to play with people is to do what? To ensure that you do not bring a second opinion, a second person who can give people a second choice. So ni kama tu watu wa Rift Valley pia wameanza kusema Rigathi Gachagua sikuje huko kwetu. And then the question is, what about your people? Why should your people also be allowed to go to other areas? Because now Kenya is becoming hostile and even the campaigns have not yet started. Lakini Gachagua amesema yeye ni nani? Gachagua is heading to Emurua Dikirr. So we want to talk about that. We want to talk about the silly threats that are being made from Emurua Dikirr. But we just want to let the people of Emurua Dikirr know that do not accept violence. Because ukisha accept violence inamaanisha people will die. Property will be destroyed. And if people get killed, then it will be back to you. Nyinyi wenye mlianzisha incitement, nyinyi wenye mnapanga kuleta disruption, because everybody has a right to go everywhere in this country. So viewers, welcome to One Ball Brain. My name is Omar Brad, and as always, remember to subscribe to our channel. That is how you support us. And also viewers, usisahau kufinya notification button and also leave a comment so that we can know what you are saying wherever you are, because this country is starting to become hostile. Watu wa blood based hawataki mtu yote aende territory zao. Why are you now making sure that amtaki mtu yote akuje areas zenyu zenye mnaamini ni stronghold? That is very suspicious. Mko na stronghold zenye amfai kuwa mnatishiwa mtu akienda. Mko tu mnasema wewe enda. Tunajua hiyo ni our home turf. Hiyo ni stronghold. Because now Emurua Dikirr already shown that people are not comfortable with the UDA, because the MP dollar line only got 60% of the vote. Vincent Rotich mwenye anaenda kufanywa Thanksgiving alipata 40% of the votes. So why are you coming out and saying that ati watu walikupigia, watu wenye wewe uko nao hawakai watu wa huku kwetu? What do you mean? Vincent Rotich could not have gone to the election kama yeye si mtu wa Emurua Dikirr. It does not really make sense, and it's very silly. Listen to that young man talking like that, insulting Rigathi Gachagua, saying mtu wako sura kubwa, sijui anakaje, hao watu wako akai kama watu wetu. Then if you feel that way, then mwache akuje aongeleshe miti, and then you can show us and tell us, hey, alikuja ana watu huku. But now if you are blocking him from coming, that means that there is something yenye unaficha. Everybody in this country amepitia government for 4 years. Everybody has his own problem. Everybody has their own reservations. So uwezi come na uanze kuambia watu that, hey, you cannot go there, you cannot go here, because people have made their decisions. And even if you block people from coming in, and if you start creating violence, then you just make people who are undecided to say, hey, this government, we were thinking it's the right government, but now with this kind of violence, it needs to take us back to impunity. Inataka kutupeleka kwa zile enzi za Moi. Inataka kutupeleka kwa zile enzi za 207, whereby Kenyans cannot accept to go back there because of the impunity that is being brought about by the government and its cronies. So there's a young man mwenye anasema anatishia sana Gachagua. And you know Gachagua, just like Linda Mwananchi, Gachagua cannot say that cancel your trip yake Emurua Dikirr, because once you cancel, then that means that umeshaingia kwa vitisho zao, na ukishaingia kwa vitisho zao, that means that you as opposition you start losing, kwa sababu wakikutishia Emurua Dikirr usiende, then watakutishia Bomet, hautaenda, watakutishia Kericho. So you as a leader, you cannot accept this impunity na this stupid people wakuzuia wewe kuenda place unataka kuenda. So I just like what Rigathi Gachagua has said, that he must go to Emurua Dikirr whatever happens. Hata mjaribu kumwattack, mjaribu kufanya nini, lazima aende Emurua Dikirr. And now this is whereby now also opposition leader inabidi a high extra security. Inabidi pia yeye atafute watu wenye wako armed, hata kama ni watu wenye wako na mabunduki private. Because now how do you go to such a situation whereby watu wameshakutishia na wewe uende kama fala ati unaamini ati hawatakufanyia kitu? No. Gachagua now going to Emurua Dikirr, he need to ensure that he has security. Anafaa high extra security, because he now needs to protect himself. Tumeshajua that police cannot protect you. Polisi waliacha Homa Bay town ikakuwa barricaded for a whole day while they were doing nothing. Polisi waliacha goons wasumbue watu kwa town for a whole day while they were just chilling. PS of Interior anatudanganya ati security itapeana, kumbe yeye amwambia polisi wake waache goons wa take over. So the same thing will happen in Emurua Dikirr, and today we just pray to God that Gachagua may go have his rally and come back. But we know in this country whereby Ruto wants impunity to be done. Unaona Homa Bay there was violence. Hata jongelelea, he's assuming the whole thing because it's for his friends. Umeona hata Kaluma ama Wanga wakishikwa? No. So it's the same script, and the opposition now needs to be ready for this script, because the opposition ikikubali impunity, this guy wants to rule us with impunity. Na hiyo impunity ukianza tu kuikubali, the moment you surrender to fear, then you are done. And that's why the united opposition and Rigathi Gachagua and Linda Mwananchi, they need to push over these stupid utterances by people associated with the president, because watu wametumwa, they are not speaking their own thing. They want to impress somebody. Who do they want to impress? They want to impress the president. And in turn, what they do, they are putting the lives of their people at risk, the businesses of their people at risk. So today we were watching keenly as Rigathi Gachagua go to Emurua Dikirr. Now watu wanafaa jue that when Ruto gets out of power, we will revisit these cases. These cases will be revisited. Wasidhani ati Ruto atakuwa in power forever. No. Ruto will get out of power and we will revisit these cases. And most of those people will be jailed. Kwa sababu hatutaacha people wenye wana incite watu like that young boy. It's just so shameful, the boy. When mtu umeenda shule umesoma and you are trying to say that somebody cannot come to your area to talk to the people. He's not even coming to take something from that area to talk to the people. Na ni watu wenye wanataka. So even what you should be doing is that you should be telling people that your people should not go for that meeting, so that the people themselves can make a choice. That is what democracy is. I like what the Kericho governor Eric Mutai has said that they should allow Gachagua to hold peaceful rallies in Emurua Dikirr. That intolerance should not be accepted. But you know Eric Mutai has ana good relationship na Ruto na Cheriot, because ni kama yeye aliwanyima mashamba huko kwao Kericho. So he says just not useful, because the police will not be deployed to maintain security. The police will allow goons to do stupid things. So we'll just have to wait and see. So we just pray that Gachagua should be smart enough to ensure that he beefs up his own security and make sure that his security is beefed up, his security is enough. And that is the way you survive, because this government has shown us that it is not a good government and it does not mean well for the people. So viewers, I want you to leave a comment and tell us what do you think, because we'll be following up this whole story here at One Ball Brain, so that we see how this event transpires, continue to develop. So remember to leave a comment and also like our video, subscribe, and see you on the next one.